Are we all ready? And
Ready.
everybody, please do me a favor. Turn up your camera and put your question in the chat, okay? No camera, no microphone. Um, all right, so good morning, everybody. Welcome to podcast by Professor Cathy Trin. My name is Cathy Trin. I am a professor, entrepreneur, and business coach. Today's episode is very special. I have someone here who has quietly built a very powerful community that has impacted thousands of Asian-owned businesses in the DFW area. Wooly, the person behind the Facebook group is called Asian Grub in DFW, and it has over 70,000 members. So Wu, first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you so much
Hello.
for waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning on a
Oh,
Sunday
it's fine.
and be here
Thank
with
you for
us.
having me. Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, Wu, let's start very simple so our audience know what's going on. Tell us who is this community? What is Asian Grub?
Basically, Asian Grub is just a Facebook community that's helping and supporting local Southeast and East Asian owned restaurants within the DFW Metroplex. So basically, we're just another platform for customers and business owners to use to promote themselves and let others know about what's out there.
That is very powerful because I have a lot of restaurant owner and they may be a really good cook, but they are not good marketer. So can you please share how this group started and how is it evolved through the year?
Yeah, for sure. It started right when COVID started. It's when where everyone was doing like FaceTime happy hours with friends since we couldn't see each other. So me and my college buddies, we got together online and we are just talking about like what was happening in the world with the xenophobia towards us and saw all these local restaurants struggling because of the xenophobia. So we decided to create a Facebook group and just invite our friends. And then they invited their friends and families, and it just snowballed into what it is now.
That is really amazing. And I do remember during that time, but I saw it keep popping up in my Facebook feed. And I actually one of the very first members to join. And I remember when I joined, it said like a couple thousand people. And now how many members you have?
We have over 70,000 right now.
That is amazing. So the reason why that I invite you and I want more people to know about this group because I personally, as somebody who teach business and also have coached hundreds of businesses, I know that pretty much every small business have a real problem. They may be really, really good at what they do. For example, a restaurant owner, they may be a great cook. They really care about the customer. They have good customer service. But if they don't really have any marketing system and they don't have any visibility or no community, their customers still do not know who they are and they still fail. This is actually even more serious issue in many immigrant and Asian business owner in the DFW area, which we have plenty. So I want to ask you a question. Since you started this group many years ago and you interact with a lot of business owner, do you see the same thing?
Oh yeah, for sure. Since this day and age, it's very heavy social media platform. Like it's if it's the older generation, they're not going to know how to promote their own business because they're not very tech savvy or they don't know much about social media. So at least our platform gives away, if they're not able to, at least a customer that loves their food is able to get and go into our group and post about how much they liked about it, post pictures about it, let the community know it's out there because there's a lot of hidden gems out there that we don't know about. And they've been there for like 50 plus years. They just don't know how to get the word out.
Absolutely. And especially for immigrant Asian American, they just don't, they still have a hard time understand the power of marketing and getting the word out. Like you said, they may be around for 50 years, but a lot of people do not know about who they are. So I want to tell the audience who listen to us, we actually go in live on my Facebook. So if you have any comment, any question, feel free to put in the comment. Also, for people who join this by Zoom, if you have a question for Vu, put it in the chat, okay? So I personally, as a consumer of this group, I was able to go on the group for the past 6 years in COVID, and I will be able to find some really, really good restaurants. So I'm super happy. I definitely benefit a lot from the group. But tell me, how is this group different with like Google? Okay, yeah, Twitter. How do you differentiate from those review platform?
Well, one of the main differences, we don't allow like negative reviews.
Okay.
Like we allow it where if there's certain ways to say like you're not a fan of a restaurant, but we don't let you come in and blatantly say, "Oh, do not go here. This place is terrible," whatever. You can if you have a problem with the restaurant, we see that you should just take it upon yourselves and reach out to that establishment yourself. But we just want to support positivity. I mean, people forget that not everyone has the same taste buds. No one's ever going to agree on one thing. Like just because you don't like it doesn't mean there's going to be at least one other person that does like it. So someone's opinion shouldn't deter you from trying it, but it's hard to stay away from that because obviously everyone looks at reviews because they want to see what they're getting into and whatnot. But it helps just go try it and make the judgment for yourself.
That is actually a very, very interesting culture. And I really appreciate because, yes, I am a good cook myself. But sometimes my children, they don't like my food. Even my own children, right? And
Yeah.
so to give the audience an example, I am from one of the most famous area in Hue that famous for the cuisine from Hue, which is in the central. And Hue cuisine is like a nation for famous, or one of their dishes actually bun bò, would offer in a lot of any restaurant. And like he said, what Boo said, everybody have their pre-notion about how it's supposed to taste. I myself know how it's authentic supposed to taste, but again, people from the South, they might have a different opinion. So go back, you said, what is tastes good to one person might not be good to another. So so you try to promote a very positive culture within your group. And that's also mean it is a huge responsibility that on you, because as an organizer, do you have to personally approve all the posts to make sure it complies with the culture of the group?
Yes, every post that is made from any member of the group, it goes through pending approval. So we do see every post, and then we'll decide if it's appropriate for the group or not. I mean, we don't approve everything. We have declined a lot, and so
Oh,
it does go through a pending process.
wow. And I know that this group start with a few people, but how many organizer right now who still be
So
involved
there
and
is,
run the group beside you?
including me, there is five of us total.
Mm-hmm.
Where we all went to college together.
Oh, so it's a group of friends. And and so so this group benefit two demographic, right? Two target market. One is consumer like me who love to go out to eat and who love a good Asian restaurant within the DFW area. But the second group that it benefit tremendously is actually the restaurant owner themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So let's switch gear and talk about how they can benefit from the group. And for all of you who listen to Vu and me, you are welcome to put your question in the chat, okay? And then I will ask Vu during this interview. We have about, actually we're doing pretty good with time. We had to end the English version at 9 o'clock, so we still have plenty of time. So feel free to put your question in there. So like I said earlier, I work with a lot of restaurant business owner, and I see the same pattern all the time. They are super good cook. Okay, they really passionate about their food and the business, but then they usually not good in marketing. And restaurant business have very low profit margin. You probably already know that as one of the owner of Ampersand, right? So I call the guerrilla marketing or organic marketing one of the one that I teach them how to do first. But how can they like join the group and engage the group the right way? So tell me like how people do it the wrong way and how to do it the right way. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll start with the wrong ways, what I see in the group. The the ones that don't get any engagement or the least engagement are the ones that are being shared from like another so a business a page. So
Oh,
it just
okay.
they share it, so say you have a business and you want to post it in Asian Grub, they'll just click the share button and then add it to the group. I mean, we'll still approve it, but it won't get the attention that it deserves. You should always add context to the post. You should tell the members about about your restaurant and what it's about, and it helps to post a lot of food pictures. So the ones that don't have any context at all, they will not. And then if you there's people that post videos too, those also should have context also instead of just having the video itself. So those are the main ones that oh shoot.
So I think that we have a Zoom issue that like a seconds ago, but thankfully you still there.
Am I
They
good?
still
You hear
record.
me now? Okay. Am I good now?
Let me check to make sure it's still on Facebook Live or not. And this is what happened when we are with technology. But we will not miss any skip. So everyone's still there, all right? Everyone still listen to Vu and me, right? Yes, would you please put it in the chat, please? Put in the chat, say yes, we're still here. All right, so hang on tight for like 30 seconds where I check that we are still hang on tight. And I saw we had Betty and Jimmy in the Zoom room. So you have a question for Vu. And Vu, can you do me a favor, put the link to the Facebook group and also the link to the Instagram group so those people can kind of like go in there and check out your group because your group is one of the most like amazing and engaging and positive group I have ever. And I have joined thousands of Facebook group. Okay. So do me a
Yeah,
favor
for
and put
sure.
in there while I check to make sure that we still live stream. Okay, so the live stream is still back on. Okay. So I'm gonna recap about what Vu just said about what not to do on the Facebook group.
Mhm.
And also we talk about the Facebook group first because it actually the very first group that started with Asian Grub in DFW. But a lot of people may or may not know you guys also have an amazing Instagram account, which I also want to talk about that, okay? So we have still 50
Mhm.
minutes, still plenty of time. Now let's go back about what to do um,
Yeah.
and what not to do as a business owner in the Facebook group to really engage and get the benefit from joining the group.
Oh yeah. So it was so when you join as a business owner, if you're in the group and you want to let our members know about you and what you have to offer or a special that week or something like that, just make sure you add context to it. Don't just post pictures and say, please, like this, like come here. People need
Mm-hmm.
to know. People want to know about you. Sometimes your story helps too,
Mm-hmm.
and then just let them know what you're offering. So, and if you're sharing your like a post you made in your on your own account, business account, and then you share it to the group, then that won't get as much engagement as you would like it to have. So always add context and put pictures of your food. It always helps.
All right, so I'm gonna recap in very clear, simple to-do list, okay? First, if you're on Facebook, make sure you join as a member as a Facebook personal account to make it personal, okay? Not as a
Yes.
Facebook page. So for business who listening to this, a lot of business they create a Facebook page, which there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But if you want to get more engagement, get personal, either you want the restaurant owner to join, right, on his personal page, or maybe the manager to join. Am I correct? And
Yeah, you make sure you're joining from your account that you use with friends and family, and then not your business account, because it makes it less spammy if it comes personally from you.
all right, so don't be spammy. The second
Mhm.
one is um, post picture. And also add context. Because I see that all the time. I saw some picture, but I'm like, what is it about? Tell us more about that. So if you satisfy that three criteria, then will be more engagement, right?
Correct. And then if you new to joining it, make sure you answer the questions correctly, because there's a lot that are trying to get into the group, but they haven't either answered the questions or they didn't answer correctly. So we have about over 1,200 like pending like people to get in still, because they just haven't answered it correctly, because it prevents like bots and fake profiles from getting in also.
Oh wow, I have no idea. So how many questions you ask on your Facebook group? Like
There's it's simple questions like, do you reside in the DFW area? If not, how many times do you visit it? Are you a business owner? If so, what? And do you abide by the rules? And then we have you repeat one of the rules, like that helps like uh weed out the bots too if they put all that.
And that is very necessary, just so you all know, because I run a Facebook group myself also. And when you have this many people, I mean, 70,000 to keep the culture strong and keep the member authentic is really important. Now, let's switch gear and talk about something newer and also equally exciting in your Instagram account. So I could put your Facebook group and your Instagram account in the chat. If the listener want to check it out, and if you have a question for Vu, like I said, feel free to put in the chat. Tell us about the Instagram account. You also have really strong content and really strong visibility on this account. Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, so we decided because Instagram's another very popular platform, so we created an account for that. We basically for that one we allow restaurant owners, food bloggers, influencers, or anyone who just loves posting about food. We allow them like send collab post invites. So basically, we're joining both of our accounts together to both of our followers for engagement. So people can see what's out there as well. So it's another platform to promote yourself, restaurant and whatnot.
And I personally see how amazing that platform is because I've been helping a restaurant in DFW to get more visibility on social media. The owner is a little bit older, so of course he doesn't have any social media. And we know that when we post out by ourselves, we only get like a couple hundred views because it's a brand new account. But when we collaborate with you guys, immediately we got thousands of views because on Instagram you already have about what 25,000 followers, right? Is are the same five people who manage the Facebook group also manage the Instagram account?
Correct. Yeah. Anything
So
Asian Grub is will be all five of us.
right, so would mean that you personally had to approve every single collaborate request on Instagram.
Yeah, any collab post, or if we are tagged on story for reshares, we look at those too.
And can you tell us about what not to do on this Instagram account and what is the best practice to do to so that you guys will accept the collaboration request?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of owners out there that aren't don't like are new to Instagram, so
Mm-hmm.
they'll send us their video person like through DM, like the video itself, just through DM, but
Okay.
we can't do anything with it. We're able to
Oh.
view it, but we can't share it or anything. So they have to, if they want it on our page, then the process is when you're creating your post and there's the part where you tag people,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see a button that says invite collaborators.
Okay.
So when you click on invite collaborators, you just type in Asian Grub and click on our name, and then it'll send us for approval to accept the invite. So that's one way. And then other ways, there's also some people forget or they think we're just Asian food, like just any Asian food anywhere. Like we've gotten collab posts from like people who went to Japan and want the collab posts. So people forget or they don't know that we're solely focused on DFW only.
Oh, would mean that whenever you get an invitation for collaboration, you had to make sure the restaurant within the DFW area. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Because you truly want to support the business locally. Okay.
correct.
And it must have it should have an Asian focus, right? I mean, the name said on Asian Grub
Yeah,
DFW.
as long as Southeast East Asian owned, it doesn't have to be Asian food, just as long as it's owned by Asians, then we improve it all.
Okay. Um, so, all right. So let me recap what you said. And just so you know, I get to meet Vu in person. It was super cool. I didn't know how to do a collab. So he showed me how to do that. It is actually super easy, like he said. Do not send them a DM about the video, okay? But when you create a post, you must there's a button, I believe it's on the bottom side, right? It's on your
Yeah,
phone that say collaborate or tag, and then you click on it, and then you invite them, and then they had to personally approve that to be showed up on their page. And I saw that they already have 4,877 posts, which is amazing. And how long this group has been around? I know that the Facebook one has been around since COVID, right? So 2020.
right.
But how about the Instagram group?
I think Instagram was, I think we created that maybe almost a year later because we
Oh, a year
decided,
later. Okay.
yeah, I think we decided we should have Instagram too because not everyone uses Facebook and not everyone uses Instagram. So it's good to have both.
Do do you anticipate have all the group in all the platform like TikTok? Right now, two is plenty.
Yeah, I did create a TikTok one,
Mm-hmm.
but I that's just that's been set aside for a while. So I don't know yet if I'm gonna do TikTok yet.
So since this group is run by five volunteer, and I'm curious how many requests that you had to approve per day
Ooh, we
on
get
per each group.
on average for the Facebook group, I say there's about per day, I would say 75 to 100 a day
Oh,
that
wow.
I'll get we'll get the notifications. They'll say so and so has requested a join. And then we have to go through, well, and then we're able to filter it. So I can go to the tab where it says answered all questions, and then
Mm-hmm.
I'll accept invites by going through that. That makes it easier.
Yes. And then how about the Instagram? How many requests for collaboration did you get per day? Out of curiosity.
That one, I would say on average 15 to 20 a day.
Oh, wow. It means you had to go there, make sure the owner is a somewhat Asian immigrant in the DFW area.
Yeah.
And that's hard,
Sometimes I gotta
right?
do yeah, I have to do some research sometimes on like if I don't know or have never heard of a certain like business, I'll go and Google and I'll just search like who is the owner of so and so. Majority, like I would say 75% of the time I'm able to get the info.
All right. So we have about 5 minutes left. So for Betty and for Jimmy, if you have any questions for Vu, here's your time to put in the chat, okay? So tell me some success story. You have been featured on NBC. They do a couple and then featured on multiple platform like Dallas Voyeur and whatnot. So the group really had a lot of recognition out there. But I want to ask you, from the perspective of business owner, do you talk a lot about business owner about how they got help from joining your group and by posting and engaging the right way?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a good amount that have reached out to us and thanked us for helping them stay alive during COVID and then post COVID. Like they're very grateful. They they they're amazed how like the influx of people that have been coming in, and plus, and it's just not us. They're like if you look out there on social media, there's so many other like people themselves are just going to eat and posting about it, which helps too. So we're just another platform that's helping, trying to help as many restaurants stay open as possible.
So I am here to tell you that I am a member of many group, but I am not partial to say that your group is one of the most amazing group. Is first, yes, it's very engaging. Okay, a lot of group they may have like thousand or 10,000, but there's not much content in there. So there's the one body. But your group, they are always engagement and always great posts. And I trust the posts because I know that number one, they love Asian food, so they know what Asian food is supposed to taste like. And I
Right.
know it's help a business owner. And like you said, you try to promote a very positive culture, which really help with the vibe of the group. Okay, even though it's online, I can tell it's have really, really good vibe. So we have about, let's see, oh my God, we have like 2 minutes left before my radio talk show will call in. So Vu, can you do a closing in English about like, how we keep engaging with you and how we keep supporting you and keep growing this amazing community?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, obviously, if you're not in the group, please join and just continue to support all our local businesses out there. Let people even if you don't want to, there's you don't have to post in the group, but you can, word of mouth is big. It goes a long way. Even if you don't have social media, you let your friends know, people you run into talk about food, you let them know about certain places. It's all about spreading the word. It's that word of mouth, spreading like what's out there.
And the last couple questions. So right now you have 5 volunteer and the group is already growing like wildfire. What is your plan, for the next few years, well, for the vision of the Instagram and the Facebook group? Do you have anything exciting that we can, post and then collaborate and help you to get the word out there?
Yeah, I'm planning on working on another food festival. So we've done 2 food festivals already for it. Working on a third one. So that's still in work. So just keep on a look for that one. But food festivals in the future is what we want because that helps support the local restaurants too, because they become the vendors, and then everyone can just come together one spot and try a bunch of the local restaurants, whatnot. So food festival for sure.
So food festival, and you said you already have two in the past, and
Correct.
then you plan to have another one sometime this year, next
Yeah,
year?
hopefully this year. We'll see. But I want to do at least once a year, maybe two, but right now once a year.
Once a year. All right. So, like I said, I am a huge fan of group. I benefit a lot from the group. I am super excited to be able to interview you after many years of knowing the group. So, everybody, I'm gonna close down this episode. If the episode inspire you, I'm gonna post it on my social media and also put it on YouTube. I want you to share it, repost, tag Asian Grub DFW on Facebook or Instagram, and tell us about your biggest takeaway. Okay. And if you are ready to take your business to the next level, go visit my website at trendconsulting.com or test me for a free session for clarity. So until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing.
Thank you.
And we still staying, okay?